Should the W lean into this?
Double standard hypocrisy that bothers me about all of this.
Anything else other than the product of the court? I laugh at it. I think it's funny because it happened to the WNBA.
Everything else about the WNBA, they treat themselves as a non-serious league.
Because I'm here to tell you, I'm not one that's going to praise the league because everyone's watching it.
It's a good sign if people are that emotional about the sport.
Who's really driving everything? Dad, how often do you think a WNBA locker room discusses dildos?
I don't know. I'm just thinking, my parents are so proud right now tuning into this show, and they're like, here's my son, all grown up, mature, and
they probably
the main focus of the story today,
look at
a dildo.
Our parents are really, look at our sons getting paid to discuss this.
Yeah. Or just not acknowledging me as their child at all. one of the two. I'll let the audience guess which one they're probably doing right now, which is completely disavowing me.
Well, the WNBA.
Oh, that's not our son. That's a different Withrow. Very common name, Withrow.
I'm more or less disavowing the W. Like, it's popular, but it's popular because of Caitlin Clark. They don't want to acknowledge that. The players don't.
Sophie Cunningham will.
Sophie Cunningham will, yes.
She acknowledges that and Arby's. Those are two things she acknowledges.
Yeah.
Which Hunt and I know a thing or two about Arby's. If you want us to give you the entire menu, to and fro Atlanta, we stopped at an Arby's and some tough decisions were made. Some meats, some of the meats didn't make the cut, and that's always the toughest part about when you have the meats, knowing which meat to order and knowing that you're going to have to neglect some of the meats.
Yeah, the Arby's legit.
Yeah.
So is Sophie, by the way.
Yeah.
Great podcast that she just launched.
Right. Speaking of meat, okay, back to your main story, Hutton. Go ahead.
The W. And I would say this week, you're not looking for a highlight of the WNBA. Caitlin Clark isn't providing those highlights. There was a dildo toss onto the court, and it happened so late in the game. I've told you this. I assumed it's a WNBA game. I don't view it as like, some dude showing up and tossing this thing. I view it as like, you've got Anne Heche who's pissed off at the referees.
Where did this happen? Where was the game?
Was it in New York?
Come on, Adam. You know this
Liberty?
answer. Oh, our resident WNBA expert, Adam Brown, doesn't know where this was.
You know what? It was in New York. That's a great point, though.
Give me a break.
It was the Valkyrie, and I know that because the Valkyrie.
I was in Golden State.
They had
San Francisco.
The Valkyrie had their. Is the Valkyries or Valkyrie? Again,
I think it's the Valkyries.
That's my point about this, though.
Yeah, it's plural.
It's in Atlanta?
No.
Well, the Valkyrie.
We know a
had
thing or two
logo.
about Atlanta also.
The logo was in the bottom of the screen for Valkyrie. Anyway, it doesn't matter because no one watched the game.
No.
We saw this. Thankfully, we had a producer in the truck, whoever was working this game, to actually take that shot. And
to give you the close-up?
Right. And allow everyone to see what actually goes down at a WNBA game. The broadcasters, though, they were just appalled at what they saw.
Hayes gets blocked by Maya Caldwell. Something flies on the court, actually, from the crowd. The officials will say they will continue play.
They will.
As that goes off the fingertips of the Valkyries. And you can see the object, the block right there. And the object comes, that green thing bounces and it goes to the sideline. We're not exactly we're not sure where it came from.
It just fell from the sky.
No room for any of
TV
that
broadcast?
type of activity. Yeah.
No room for any of that activity.
Up yet. You guys, oh my gosh. Okay. Okay.
I don't know why I find this hilarious. Like,
it's amazing.
It's so inappropriate.
Get him out of here, whoever it is.
Whoever it is, get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
What an assumption that it was a man who threw it.
Get him out of here.
An audience that is probably 97% female.
Oh,
you want to assume that it's one of the 3% of the men?
Yeah,
the men are only getting upper deck seats in Atlanta for these dream games, right?
Yeah.
You mean a man was able to throw that from the upper deck? Is there an upper deck in the arena they play in there? They play in the one downtown? I don't even know.
Yeah.
But did they throw it check it from the upper deck? The dildo toss? Is this going to be the next game on the Ocho that we're going to have? Dudes throwing dildos as far as possible?
The next league.
From the upper deck? Are you kidding me? I mean, what an assumption that she made. Was that an actual television broadcast? Or was that like someone just on YouTube calling the game illegally?
That was the actual broadcast.
That was very weird. That sounded like two women playing video games talking about it.
Yeah.
That did not sound like a game broadcast to me.
Just no room for this. Get them out of here. And I'm thinking, that's exactly what the security tried to do. They were immediate to the area where this came from. And you have, if you need to know more about if you're the W, well, who's really driving everything for our league? It's Caitlin Clark. And then it is anything else other than the product of the court. Because I'm here to tell you, I'm not one that's going to praise the league because everyone's watching it. I think it's a shitty league. And it's expanding to more teams, which is going to water down the talent level anyway. Let's be honest. We're not sitting there watching these games. We're watching Dildo Gate on social media and laughing at the broadcasters who, see this on the screen and they're going, "Oh, get this out. No room for this in our league." They're going to release a 5-page statement now, Chad.
A manifesto?
Yeah, exactly. The Players Association will release the 5-page statement.
This is the Dildo Manifesto.
Yeah. Yes. Social media, though, has been fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Should the W lean into this? The way that Astronomer leaned into the Coldplay concert.
I think there are. This is the sort of double standard hypocrisy that bothers me about all of this.
Yeah.
Is like, okay, I'm no prude, but I also understand why a league doesn't want to embrace a dildo controversy. So I'll just go ahead and say that as someone whose parents are ashamed of them right now as they watch this show. But my point is, like, I understand why you don't want to. It's not funny enough to a massive amount of people to turn it into something like, boy, we're going to celebrate this device for masturbation.
No.
We're really gonna celebrate this as a league and embrace it and make it a part of our advertising campaign.
Not advertising. I'm saying I do that tongue in cheek. You know that, but I'm saying I laugh at it. I think it's funny because it happened to the WNBA.
Well, that's why someone understood the comedy of it with the WNBA.
It was either,
and that's why they did it.
Someone brought it to throw it onto the court, or they brought it to be used, and then were pissed off the officials, and then threw it on the court.
So I understand why the WNBA would not want to just fully embrace people throwing dildos on courts. Right. It bothers me because everything else about the WNBA, they treat themselves as a non-serious league.
Right. There's a
Point being, if anybody asks an actual question to them, their response is, "How dare you ask anything but a layup to us?" Because that's offensive for us to actually be treated like true professional athletes.
Right.
So it's one or the two. Like, you're either a circus sideshow, you're the Savannah Bananas, and hey, we embrace all this stuff, and the green dildo in Atlanta could become like the octopus in Detroit. And you throw, somebody scores 30 points, you throw it on the court.
Here to
just
toss
like if you
the
score a
honorary
goal.
dildo.
Yeah, the catfish in Nashville. Now we've got, dildos being thrown all over the league instead of fish on ice in the NHL.
Please welcome.
I think that stuff is funny.
I think it's hilarious.
And the league, though, they're stuck in the middle of this, like, we are so serious and we deserve more money. But also, Christine Brennan, don't ask us a question.
Right.
How dare you treat us like an actual pro? You treat us special.
So
we're children.
Now, here's where I think the media should lean into this. They should be asking who threw the sex toy. Have they finished? Have they concluded their investigation of this? The way that we all should have been asking them. Have you concluded your investigation on the racial slurs that were apparently said in Indianapolis?
You're right, though. Kudos to security. It looked like when Hinckley shot Reagan is what it looked like with the amount of speed that people got to that thing on the court. And we're investigating who threw it.
This is what the reaction would have been like in Indianapolis had an actual racial slur been heard in that arena against the Chicago Sky. That would have been the reaction, because you can see the fans, too, while this is going on, Chad, in Atlanta, they're pointing towards the general area of where it came from. That would have been going on there would have been a scene in the stands. There would have been commotion. And
somebody saw the person who threw it.
Oh, sure.
If we were at a Grizzlies game this year, Hutton, and we're sitting around people, if someone would have stood up and threw something onto a court, we would have seen it. Someone behind that person, right next to them, if they're close enough to the court, you're going to see who did it and be able to say, "Oh, it was this guy," or a girl, or whoever it was.
Just if you Google about
according to the broadcast team, it was definitely a guy.
Oh yeah, get this guy out of here.
Get him out of here. Whoever he is, get him out. We don't need that in this league. And while you're at it, make sure Christine Brennan can't cover this game.
Yeah. What, a minute and a half to go? Headlines for this are funny, too. Just like, a WNBA game forced to stop after sex toy hits the court. Just you can't. It sounds so fake it's got to be true, right?
Yeah.
And it was. It absolutely was. Here's a dramatic reading of.
Is this the second biggest draw in the league? Does
that's
it
what
go
I'm saying.
Caitlin Clark?
Yeah,
and then
that's what I'm saying. You've got the entire league jealous now of sex toys because it's receiving more clicks.
How many times, by the way, is this shot that's been on the screen for so long going to be used against us? Just our two faces with this in the middle of us. Like this is definitely on purpose.
Are we the broadcasters who will say this is I don't know what this is, but this is uncalled for.
Yeah, if left up to the company, this will be our thumbnail every show that we do.
Yeah,
we could be talking about the NFL, and they're going to show this one up every time.
Yeah.
This is the new thumbnail for us. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Just touch it up a little bit.
Yeah. Adam, get to work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dildo, question mark, every show. Well, maybe. Who knows? The day is young. Who knows what we're going to talk about today? New and dildo news.
Who has to discuss the dildo
Where's
headline
Davey
today?
Hudson when you need him? That guy would love.
The coin.
That dude loves a good dildo story.
Well, yeah.
Let's get him on here and talk about it.
What would have happened if it wasn't lime green? What?
They could say glow in the dark?
Yeah, glow in the dark.
It was a dark court, so someone
deliberately, yes.
And said we need something glow in the dark.
So that goes to your theory.
Yeah, a
that
black one would not have worked in this instance.
Yeah, exactly.
So they were really planning.
And it goes to your theory that it was deliberate. I immediately thought so late, and they're pissed off at the refs because if you read the reports, like booing was happening, fans were not happy with the officials, and I just took it to be like someone just brought it for personal use and needed something to throw. Because that's what you bring to a game.
If that's true, I'm impressed that people care enough to throw stuff on the court at the officials. I hear about how bad the WNBA officials are, and I don't doubt that. It's a good sign if people are that emotional about the sport that they're throwing items on the court because of this, if your theory is true.
By the unseen tossing arm, July 30th, 2025. This is the dramatic reading that AI has put together.
The manifesto?
The manifesto.
The lime green rebel?
Yeah, to the WNBA and its sanctimonious fans on July 29th.
This feels like a General Andrew Luck beginning of it.
I hurled a neon green dildo onto the court during the Atlanta Dream versus Golden State Valkyries game. Tied at 75-all. Last minute, Gateway Center Arena. My aim was true, my message clearer. The WNBA is an overhyped circus, and I'm here to call it out. This league pretends it's a beacon of progress, but it's just a watered-down NBA wannabe coasting on forced narratives and empty seats. My lime green projectile was a middle finger to your self-righteous spectacle. Proof that your sacred game can't handle a real disruption. You preach empowerment, but flinch at a prank. Pathetic. I'm not sorry. I'm not caught. I'm not done. Keep polishing your image. I'll keep throwing chaos next time. Aim for the rim.
Amazing. Well done, Hunter.
Well done. And
very serious.
Yes. And now, please.
Very solemn.
Don't even worry about banning me from the WNBA as a media member. I have no interest in covering a game.
Hutton, the Gateway Center Arena in College Park, Georgia, is the exact same capacity as what the Belmont Bruins play in. 5,000 seats.
Okay.
5,000-seat arena. You could have elbow bumped that dildo onto the court from the top of that arena. It's so small.
So how can we not see
not
who
hard at
threw
all to get it on the court.
Camera.
Yeah. It's a very small arena.
Yeah. Very, very small.
Someone could have headed it down to the court from the outer fringes of the seats.
How do you hide that thing all game?
I think it's just a big bag. They don't have a stringent bag policy.
Someone strapped on.
Someone brought it in a bag. We were talking about this yesterday. And they're like, well, I mean, someone if they got to look in the bag, and I'm thinking, what security guard's going to look in a woman's bag and see that and be like, oh, I'm tossing it in front of everybody?
Sorry,
you know what I mean? Like, or are you going to pull it out and be like, what is this? Is this a weapon?
What's the name of the arena again? The Gateway Center.
The Gateway Center
Arena. You know how
Arena.
you walk in, it's like, please place all keys, wallets, cell phones, and dildos into.
That would be funny if somebody just put it in the tray as they went through security. Here's my wallet. Here's my cell phone.
Yeah.
Here's this.
You got a baby's arm holding an apple.
No one even looks at it.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
I've long thought you could just put anything in those trays. all the security guards just grab it and place it up here for when you're done.
Right. It's like
you could put any weapon in there.
It's
and
like
just
a
walk
communion
through.
tray.
Yeah,
Just
hand
go
it
ahead,
back.
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here for your time.
Our former engineer brings switchblades everywhere he goes. Doesn't use them, but he just puts them in the tray. Walk on through.
This is the arena where
that's
they
the
couldn't
5,000 seat.
They couldn't figure out who threw this. Maybe an owner threw it. I don't know. Like, why can't you figure out who threw this dildo?
Is there an owner's box in this arena?
Maybe that's how you snuck it in.
So many jokes about what I just said.
So many questions as well that our staff came up with. How much would someone have to pay you to do this with the stipulation that you would be caught and identified?
I mean, it would be a good prank for someone really trying to get clicks.
Yeah, but
I don't.
That's the only reason you would do it, right?
I mean,
is to get caught.
I don't know that there's an amount of money that I would want to be linked to being the one who did this.
So we had a
generational wealth. Like, are you going to pay me like $15 million?
Fame, though. You now become Catfish Jake. Catfish Jake, great friend of ours.
Yeah, Tyler back here saying he'd do it for like $500. I'm not him.
Right.
You know, I would do it for maybe $5 million.
But
you're going to be linked to this. Like, anybody searches you, it's like Chad Withrow, decent broadcaster, had some good kids along the way, and threw a dildo on a court in a WNBA game. That's what you're identified as the rest of your life.
Someone did this. They were so bored at a 75-75 game, they decided to just chuck it with a minute
Either
left.
bored or just really thrilled.
Or
could be either one.
Not horny.
Strategy to sneak it in. We've talked about that. You could put it in the tray. You could just walk in with a bag. I don't know is it a clear bag policy? I don't know. Is a security guard looking for this? Think of the awkward moment that you're throwing that out for somebody.
If it was a guy, wouldn't the guy just put it in his pants?
Could smuggle in the pants. The broadcast team certainly thought it was a man that brought it in.
Hey, Karen Lee's here.
Yeah. Just nothing to see here. No pat downs, please.
If you got away with it, would you tell your friends and risk getting out, or just smile to yourself with your secret? I mean, you do this.
You tell everybody.
A guy does this on a dare, or he doesn't do it at all. Like you're doing it.
Yeah, if you get away from the arena and you know that no one's going to press charges,
right?
You tell all your friends. The dude who did this or the woman who did this
film it.
Isn't doing this to be private. Like, they're going to tell everyone they know.
You film it.
That I'm the one who did it.
And how do you prevent copycats if you're the WNBA? I mean, you have to have the jealousy policy. You're not allowed to cover our league.
We are a serious league.
Yeah.
You will not throw these items on the court ever again.
I am surprised that
this is serious business here.
Somehow Caitlin Clark was not blamed for this. Caitlin Clark fans were not blamed for this somehow. Had this been in Indianapolis, this would have been tied to Donald Trump somehow and Caitlin Clark fans and how awful it is that anyone watched this league.
Let me also say this. The women calling the game on whatever that broadcast was, I don't know if that was Ion or Ion 2 or BET 3. I don't know where the game was being broadcast.
Are you afraid of Glow in the Dark on
But the
Nickelodeon?
women calling the game, I heard in their voice that what they were imagining was a Donald Trump voting Caitlin Clark fan that threw the dildo.
All right, can we hear that again?
Let's hear it again and just listen to the sound of their voice.
I would love that.
When she says, "Get him out."
Yeah, get him out of here. Uncalled for.
Tell me if you don't think. I don't want to read too much in here. I don't want to constantly seek out treachery. But what I heard in the voice inflection was someone who was dead set that this was a Caitlin Clark fan who threw this object
Never seen one of those.
Onto the court. Let's listen. Let's hear it again. Judge for yourself.
Hayes gets blocked by Maya Caldwell. Something flies on the court.
Are they in a broom closet?
From the crowd.
Listen.
The officials will say they will continue play. As that goes off the fingertips of the Valkyries. And you can see the object, the block right there. And the object comes, that green thing bounces, and it goes to the sideline. We're not exactly where it, I'm not sure where it came from.
Like a perfect landing.
No room for any of that type of activity. Yeah, and no one's picked the object up yet. You guys, oh my gosh, okay. Okay. Inappropriate. Get him out of here, whoever it is.
Get him out of here, whoever it is.
One of the 3,000 here.
I think she's saying that it's a Caitlin Clark.
We don't know where it came from, but
get the guy in the Iowa jersey out of here immediately. Yeah. No room for that in this sport. We had dozens of fans before Caitlin Clark got here, and we'll gladly roll with those dozens of fans.
No one's picked it up yet. It was also a great line.
How dare you throw an object here in the stately Gateway Tire Center or wherever the hell they were playing? Hey, 5,000 seat capacity.
Can we get someone over to pick this up?
What were the acoustics of that broadcast? It sounded like there's like a swishing in the background. There's no crowd noise, no ambient sound. We got to really do some research about what that was. I am not convinced that's the actual broadcast.
That's the broadcast.
Hutton, I was watching, I told you, with Clay, I was watching NBA TV, NBA 90s. They rolled into a Sparks game, and it was the craziest open for a game I've ever seen. I'm thinking, there are so many good young broadcasters that went to school to do this that would probably gladly make $100 to do an LA Sparks game. How are these people calling games? How is that the broadcast team for a WNBA game? In a broom closet, if you're a serious league.
Sorry, Chad. I found the radio broadcast.
Oh, my gosh. They have a radio partnership?
The Valkyries do, yes. I mean, when you pay $25 million for your entry fee or
whatever. Are they on
a
smooth jazz channel?
Apparently,
AM?
it's the
I'm guessing
Playboy
AM.
channel.
Right.
I'm sending this to Tyler right now. I don't know if we can play the audio. I know we can play the audio, but we'll get it in this segment because it's.
I hope that the acoustics are better on the radio broadcast.
Let me give you a quote, though.
TV broadcast.
One of the quotes from when you just kind of have a lime green item just kind of fly. It's part of the quote that's going to be mentioned. And again, the social media is brilliant. They're making San Francisco jokes now about it.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was on KPIX, Chad. The broadcast, just for the record. Tremendous social media coverage of this. Well done.
KPIX, I'm seeing it. Okay, it must have a radio division. KPIX TV in San Francisco is the CBS affiliate.
Okay. Well, they made the call.
I'm trying to see what genre KPIX plays. KPIX Radio is an AM station.
Okay.
Previously owned by CBS. Does not say what it plays. I have to get back on that. 8:10 a.m.
Plays the hits. Plays the big hits.
You're home for Valkyries Hoops. 8:10 a.m. Playing the hits in San Francisco.
Yeah. Are you surprised by the crowd? I was.
Like
5,000 in Caitlin Clark's out there.
I'm not saying there were 5,000 there. I said the capacity is 5,000.
Okay.
I think there were 500 there on a good day.
Can't find it.
No,
I have no idea.
Don't confuse me with saying that was a sellout crowd. Judging by the play-by-play team, it was friends and families night. It was like just girlfriends and uncles were in the audience that night for the WNBA game.
So that's it. So you're saying an uncle or a girlfriend brought that?
Could be somebody's weird uncle. Old Uncle Sal brought one out to the game again. Yeah, well, got to watch him.
Yeah, he's had one too many.
Last time I let him into this stately Gateway Tire Center.
His favorite color, glow in the dark.
Yeah, this is like Augusta National when you walk into this place. These are hallowed grounds.
He snuck that in.
There was an AAU tournament played in this arena yesterday in this building. Damn it.
Yeah.
We stand for more here.
Yeah.
12U.
Did Tyler get
Couldn't even get 14U.
Did Tyler get the text? I don't know. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's all good. So Chad, let me come back to this, okay? Because it's a young broadcaster who is doing this for the Valkyries on radio. It is a young man who's doing this.
A child?
I don't know. Probably not.
It's like it's
a much better.
Is it the Bill Haywood? The Bill Haywood of broadcasting?
Imagine Kevin Harlan on play-by-play for
Little
this.
Big League back in the day.
Imagine Kevin Harlan on play-by-play for this. The way he does the streaker in the Super Bowl.
I'm telling you, I'm going to find it. But the Sparks broadcast the other night, it was like Bizarro World Gus Johnson. It was a man who looked to be the size of a 7-year-old that was calling the game in a suit that was 7 sizes too big.
He's a luchador.
That was so excited. It was like when Adam Morrison hit the shot in NCAA tournament in the Open. I mean, it was screaming.
He looked like that era, too, where you had the shorts beneath your knee.
I've never seen a human being more excited about Rakia Jackson's 12-point outing in the game before than this dude was. It was incredible. We're gonna find that Open. I'm gonna find whatever game that was, and we're gonna find it. You'll be mesmerized like me. Even the woman that's sitting there as a color commentator, her eyes get big in the Open. Like, is this happening? Are we really gonna get this excited about Sparks and Lynx or whoever the hell they were playing?
No one is going to say that it's overhyped or underhyped, I should say, because everyone knows it is. Unless it's the Caitlin Clark game. Because then you go to the NBA arena. You don't have to play at this arena. Where is that located in Atlanta? Have you ever heard of that?
It's in College Park, which is like, I think, South Atlanta maybe?
Yeah, we went to a bar.
South side of the city?
We went to a bar in Atlanta next to the Atlanta Braves Stadium that was larger than that.
Oh, no doubt. The PBR.
The PBR.
PBR bar.
Yeah.
Bigger crowd there, too. It's a bigger crowd in the PBR bar, I'll tell you that. Especially after a Braves game or after during All-Star week, much bigger crowd.
Yes. You know what's drawing a crowd is your All 32.
People are pissed. I've got some college football influencer that has like 700 followers who said that we need to get the scourge of the sport away from the sport that says things like this with my top 10.
I like this.
Let's have a word with him.
I like this because...
It may be the child that called the Sparks game the other night, too, for all I know.
Maybe.
He could double as this account.
Just let it fly.
How dare you call me Bizarro Gus Johnson?
It may be... Here's why I like this exercise. Because you admitted yesterday there's zero research that took place.
Oh, no. This is gut feeling.
Now, you released your top 10.
I know the game, too. I've lived and breathed college football my entire life. This is just me going off the cuff.
Yep. And this is... in the NFL franchise, you're one of 32. And what if the college game were set up as one of 32? What would the definitive 32 look like?
Absolutely right. Very simple premise. We're eliminating everything in college football other than a 32-team super league reminiscent of the NFL. What 32 programs make the cut? I'm going 1 through 32. Yesterday was the obvious, 1 through 10.
Chad.
Today, 11 through 20. We'll get to those.
May I just quickly say,
you may.
We can show a dildo on the screen for 20 minutes, but they're not letting us play this.
What?
Yeah. Let me just jump in on that. We'll reset this in a second.
I can text to the program director at KITX. What is it again?
Yeah.
We can get permission, I promise.
We can't play this, but we can show. Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, so
we'll get permission.
Sorry,
I know the program director very well.
Yeah.
Their smooth jazz lineup is one of the best in the Bay Area, and he's always great about allowing to play audios. Can you imagine the Valkyries broadcast being like, you must take this down?
Yeah.
Golly, if I'm the Valkyries radio broadcast, I'm just spamming that shit out to the world. Yeah. I'm like, I want everybody to play this.
Can't play this music.
I would literally send us a gift package of their smooth jazz stuff if we played the video.
Show this dildo.
Like, I thank God that somebody's playing our audio.
Put a double donger up there now,
Yeah,
please.
we had 2 people listening to our last broadcast, so more people are going to hear this now.
I want to vibrate on the screen, too.
Yeah, come on.
All right. Sorry, Chad. I had to jump in on this. That pisses me off.
Well, we got a graphic we can show when we come back.
I'm sorry.
We got clearance for the graphic that we made. Thank you. Thank you to those who made it.
Yes, thank you. Let's get some music going during the break here on Hot Mic.